Namaste, friends. I am Sridhar Banigri, welcoming you to my channel. Today I want to share a topic. The topic which I want to very interesting subject matter for me right now is about will. Will is W-I-L-L. This my understanding I will share. When I am sharing this, I also encourage you to also look into what I am sharing. So it is like an inner science or inner dialogue that this sharing will actually lead us to. What is will? W-I-L-L. If you take in Sanskrit, we call it Agna. So in Sanskrit, it has a wider meaning, but in English, will is often understood as future tense. Of course, if you take willed, it is operating in present tense. So a deep conviction also can be will. So what has this to do in today's sharing? I want to share that with you. Friends, after recently listening to Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda, the whole new understanding about what this word will means transformed in me. Will is simple. Whenever we say something very casually also, we keep on using this word, I will do this, I will do that. And we also see people casually throwing in discussions, they will use the word will. If you go deeper and understand, the will, what I am sharing, is very powerful in the sense it is not linked to our body or it is not linked to our mind. It is different from body and mind. That's what I want to share, and that's the experience I want to share with you. Okay, how do I put it? Let us say when there is will, an intended will is there. Best example will be in the night when I am sleeping. We always tell that, okay, most of us would have told, I will get up at 5 o'clock or I will get up at 4 o'clock, and you would have slept. Exactly at 4 o'clock or whatever time you told that you will get up, you would have got up. At 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whichever time you would have told, you would have got up. Exactly at that time, there is a chattering happening in our mind. Postponing another 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it would have postponed. Hey, let me get up at 15 minutes. Let me take another 20 minutes rest. So this 20 minutes or 15 minutes, what we tell to ourselves, actually destroys our will. Or what I can say is that Paramahamsa Nityananda very clearly tells us that is will arrogance. That is the will arrogance in us. We got up at 5 o'clock, whatever time we willed, but when we are getting up, we are postponing it or pushing it. That is called will arrogance. If you take another example, let's say a marathon runner. I will share that experience because I myself, in my college days, I was a marathon runner. If I say that I am a marathon runner now to somebody, they will laugh because I put on a lot of weight. Those days, I still recollect when I used to come, most of the time I used to be the first in marathon race. Continuously jogging for 10 kilometers, continuously running or slow jogging for 1 hour to 1.5 hours, usually used to jog and cover as many kilometers as possible, and each time I did that I was standing first. A marathon runner's mind, how it is, because I have experienced it, 100 times it would have told to stop. My mind or the thoughts would have come, chattering thought would have come, okay, stop here, why you are running, it's anywhere, let anybody win. So these things will keep on coming. Not heeding to those thoughts or chattering, sprinting or not sprinting, constantly jogging to your destination is called will persistence. So very clearly I have given the difference of what is will persistence and what is will arrogance. Now if we apply this in all our life, whatever we have done, our failures, our success, everything revolves around this. It revolves around the will arrogance or will persistence. If we recollect, many successes we have achieved is due to the will persistence in us. Many of the failures we have seen is because of the will arrogance in us. Now, I want to give exact definition of what this will is. I was just telling, it is not our body, it is not our mind, it is not even our intellect, it is beyond all these three. Something called willpower or will is something different. And whenever I have recollected or whenever looked into the will persistence or the consistency happened by merely saying small words to myself, by giving small instructions to myself, that will, I have encouraged that will in me. So if you want to achieve anything, or if you want to manifest anything, or you want to reach any goal in life, simple suggestions to ourselves constantly and focusing on that suggestions, I am sure anything we can achieve. That is having will persistence. This very recently Bhagavan also shared that if you will, you can have the health you want, and that's true. Whatever we have manifested, whatever I am today or whatever anybody is, it is their intention to be like that. If the intention is not either good or not bad, that does not matter. For the intention, it doesn't matter whether it is good or bad. Whatever we have manifested, whatever we are, is just because our intention to be like that. And to go beyond that intention and to have the power over ourselves, will is the most essential thing. In simple language, I have understood this will and how this will can make oneself achieve anything, even having good health or any sickness. Usually, friends, we all listen to many people about their ideas, their opinions, and inside our ideas, inside our opinions, there's a chattering mind. Getting disassociated with this chattering mind is what the difficulty is. Or what I can say, we are not aware, the self-knowledge or self-awareness is not there. Once we realize the inner science, how it works, if you realize what actually will means and how we can get to that will and how we can make this will our own, I am sure anybody can live a healthy life. They will need not go to doctors, or they need not go to hospital, or they may not fall ill. If you can develop, or if you can be with the will, if you understand that will in totality, I am sure one can live a life which is of bliss. This is what I want to share. In many other videos, I have asked you to give your comment or ask any questions is there. Please feel free to pose a question to me. And I have shared my links, the certain links where it leads directly to the discourses, satsangs conducted by Bhagavan, Paramahamsa Nityananda. To know more about whatever I have shared, about will persistence and will arrogance and about will itself, I recommend you all to visit and see the satsangs conducted by His Holiness Bhagavan Paramahamsa Nityananda. Thank you. Namaste, Nityananda.